Hi, constitutional kook here again, Bill Henshaw, and we have more bureaucratic BS, this time out in Pennsylvania where my friend I'm helping there, appears to be, clearly appears to be the victim of a RICO scandal out there. When he goes in with my documents again and challenges jurisdiction, and again they ignore them, and during the course of these proceedings, one of the bailiffs or cops in court, when he was there filing papers and doing this, that, and the other, advised him not to do that, and they also said you should need to get your vehicle registered, and a driver's license, and the clear intent was that he was advised that we're out looking for you. In other words, we're watching you very closely. For what reason, I can't imagine, because if they've been properly trained, and they never are, a major big issue for us in offensive cases, they would know he's not a quote-unquote person required to have a license, that he doesn't drive a quote-unquote vehicle, and he's not required to have any insurance or financial responsibility. The latter one is especially egregious in a nation in which has been declared bankrupt for the last 85 years. How can anybody be financially responsible? They sure as hell aren't not that way in Congress, I can tell you that. So they just don't get it. So I say this to all law enforcement people out there. You have to start asking questions to the people who are training you, why they're not telling you the truth here and turning you loose on the public, especially those of you that happen to be military veterans and in all probability also have PTSD. That's not an ideal condition for a law enforcement officer, and it would be even worse for a peace officer, like what they used to be called when I was growing up. So that said, that training issue is a big deal because the governor has the duty to see the laws are faithfully executed. And that would be equally true for a territorial governor, because the president who appoints him has the same duty under Article 2, Section 3, I believe, of the U.S. Constitution to see the laws are faithfully executed, and that devolves on the governor when he gets appointed. He has that same duty by logical extension. If they're not doing it, we sure as hell want to know why. And that's why I'm going to have some upcoming documents for subpoenas that are going to my document packets. And we're now going to be subpoenaing the governor, the attorney general, the chief justice of the Supreme Court. And the reasoning is that these are the ones who are our accusers, not the thug or the cop on the witness stand. He's not being trained. The ones that are supposed to be training him and who are not doing it. They're the accusers, and we have the right to confrontation and cross-examination. We get some of these bastards on the witness stand, it's going to be really interesting. Or in the alternative, if they move to quash the subpoena or strike it down, they're going to have a hell of a hard time with that to do it. And if successful, that's immediately reviewable by the U.S. Supreme Court. That's a big deal, right? If you can't confront your accuser, I should say, how are you supposed to be able to proceed with the trial if you don't know what the hell you're supposed to be or what they think you are? I mean, that's a really, really big deal. Even in the Just Us system, as corrupt as it is, they understand this right and the right to assistance of counsel, which we also don't have. That's a story for another video. But that's the way it's getting to this point. So this poor guy, now his wife has observed that they have a lot of police cars out there near the exit that he enters the freeway on to go to work almost every day. And I'm waiting to hear back whether they've arrested him again. And if so, for what reason? I mean, this is RICO pure and simple. I'm a little hesitant to use that because I'm not sure if we can. It would take my position that Congress isn't in session and hasn't enacted any laws. I would much rather, and my first choice, by the way, is file, as I've been saying all along, Federal Circuit Court, common law actions. Trespass via armis, in particular, by force of arms. That's the action. It doesn't meet any statute. Then we go before a common law jury and say, this is the situation, we lay it out for them, this is what we should have, and this is what they think we have, and let the jury equate those two things and come up with the verdict. I'm more than willing to take my chances in that setting, trust me. So as events develop in this one, I may have more to say with the next videos we do, and if I do, I'll let you know. Thank you.